Okay, everybody, welcome to the Zachary Veal Studio for Sports. I'm Zachary Veal, your sportscaster today, and today we're going to be talking about the Detroit Tigers' hot streak as it continues into the end of the month of May into the month of June. So, as you know, the Tigers won yesterday 7-5 against the Kansas City Royals. That's their fifth straight win over the last few weeks. Now, there are a couple points I want to point out with first. I want to start out with a couple injuries that have been listed. You know, Jackson Jobe is on the 15-day IL injury list. Matt Vierling is still out. Wenzel Perez came back into the lineup about a week or so ago, and also Jake Rogers has been back. Casey Mize has been back as well. Pitched yesterday and did an excellent job yesterday. He went about three and a third innings yesterday. Then came in and brought in Brent Herter from AJ Hinch to close out the fourth inning. So, all right. So let's talk about the Tigers and what they have done so far the last couple weeks. Their bats have been consistently hot. And what I mean by that is the offense has been particularly good. For the one thing, again, I believe it was against the, if I'm not mistaken, it was against the Giants on the last game against the Giants, San Francisco Giants. Both Colt Keith and Justin Malloy brought in their bats and were able to bring in the runs. excuse me, to lead. I believe it was 4-3 win against the Giants the last game of the series, if I'm not mistaken. Justin Malloy pinched it and he was able to bring in a run to make it 4-3. So Angel Hand is doing a pretty good, really good job. Not a pretty good job, a really good job with um, pinch hitting. He's been doing that pretty much his whole entire career with the Astros and now with the Tigers. He did it last year. Why do you think the Tigers had a really good hot streak last year at the end of the season? It was because their offense. The offense was really good. The pitching was really good. Offense was good. Defense was good. And everything else that came into play to make that huge run toward the end of the series of this season last year to get them to the postseason is where they're at today. And what they've done the last several weeks and last year or so has been where they're at today. Now, I do want to mention that the Tigers, if I'm not mistaken, let me go to the page here. If I not, let me give me 1 second here. I just need to pull some stats here. The Tigers are 38-20 this year. Okay, 38-20. The Royals are 30-28. If we look at the standings right now for both the NL division and the AL division, the Tigers are first in the AL Central, followed by the Twins, the Guardians, the Royals, and the White Sox. Okay. If we look at the record, the Tigers are 30-20. The Twins are 31-25. The Guardians are 30-26. The Royals are 30-28, and then of course the White Sox are 18-39 in the season. Now, if we look at the NL division, we see that I go to NL division. We see that the Phillies, Cubs, and the Dodgers are all in first place. If we end up going to the playoffs this year, which there is a high chance we will, and if we actually make it to the championship and the divisional and the World Series, okay, our first goal with the way we're playing is to get to the divisional game, have a bye week, and have a full rest, and then play in the divisional game. If we end up making it to the World Series, I'm not gonna be surprised if we play the Dodgers this year. Okay, the Dodgers are a legitimate team that we could play this year with Shohei Ohtani, with Freddie Freeman, with Mookie Betts, with Teoscar Hernandez, all them guys. Okay, what the Dodgers are doing right now in their division, Cubs are doing in their division, and I believe what the Phillies are doing in the division after they swept the Braves last 3 days. I mean, the Braves offense has just not been flowing the way it should. Okay, it's just simple as that. We need somebody. The way I mean, not we don't. What we really need right now is the if our offense keeps playing the way we're playing, and if our defense plays keeps playing the way we're playing, we are a legitimate threat coming out of the AL division. It's as simple as that. We are a legitimate threat coming out the division this year. We may just need to do a little bit more tweaks. I mean, with injuries and stuff, we even have a lot of injuries. Of course, like I said, Matt Vierling's out. Jackson Jobe, who was a huge pitcher, who was really part of the starting lineup at that fourth spot, really he's doing a great job. Now we brought Casey Mize back. We of course have Terrence Skubal. I mean, he's an ace, of course. He's going to lead his team. But the defense has struggled a little bit. Like the pitching staff, the starting pitching staff is great. We have Jackson Jobe, okay, even though he's on IL. We have Casey Mize. We have Jack Flaherty, who is kind of struggling a little bit, but otherwise he's doing pretty good. We have Terry Scoble, of course, he's the ace. I mean, you can't doubt about that. And we have who else we have? We have let me see, Casey Mize, Jackson Jobe, should be five. Um, Terry Scoble, Jack Flaherty, and who's the other one now? Let me see if this right. Give me 1 second. I'm about to put it up right now. Starting pitcher. I should have this because I don't know pitchers for the Tigers. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if I go to MLB here, because I'm not getting a pretty good idea. I know I see Terrence Scoble, I see Jack Flaherty. Give me 1 second. My computer's loading. Oh, Reese Olson. Okay, he's been on a 15-day IL for quite a while. Okay, so we got Jack Flaherty. We got Terrence Scoble, Jack Flaherty, Reese Olson, who's on injured injured list. Casey Mize. We got Jackson Jobe, who's also on injured list, and we got Kidder Montero. Now for the bullpen, this is as simple as it gets. We got Tyler Holden, we got Will Vest, we got Brendan Hanafy, we got Brent Herter, we got Bo Brisky, and we got John Brebbia. Oh, we also got Tommy Canley. We have Dylan Smith, who I have not seen him play ever. Oh, he was just recently called up. That's what happened. And we got Chase Lee. The way Will Vest has been closing out on these games for the last several weeks, he might as well be our closing pitcher. I mean, Tyler Holden's done a pretty good job. We can't disagree with that. But the way Tyler Holden and Will Vest are contributing to this game, Chase Lee has been also a good addition to this team. The way he's pitching in like the sixth, seventh innings, all that kind of stuff, he's been doing a really good job. But Tommy Canley, this guy came from the Yankees this off season, or this past off season, was an additional. He was his main starter. His main goal was to be a closer, right? And he can very well play the closing position. Both him and Vest can play the closing position. I will agree with that. But with the goods comes some bads, right? We have the players on the rotation for the not the starting pitching has been fine, but without Reese Olson and without Jackson Jobe comes a little bit of some struggles. Casey Mize did a wonderful job yesterday. He did a good job yesterday against the Royals. I believe Terrence Scuba's pitching tonight against this afternoon against Michael Waka in Kansas City. And I believe tomorrow will be Jackson. No, not Jackson Joe. Let me see the rotation one more time. I believe tomorrow will be Kidder Montero tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken. Let me double check and make sure that's the case. I believe it's Willie. I keep calling Willie Wonka. Excuse me. I believe it's Michael Waka versus Terry Scoble today. Okay, I'm not seeing it today. Let me see. I don't know if they had the prediction out today. I mean, what should they say? Today is the 31st of May. Sorry, guys, trying to get an idea on this. Okay, here we go. All right, so okay, here we go. So it says today the Tigers are playing at 4:10 in Kansas City at Kauffman Stadium. I go back up here. Why is it not letting me go back up? Okay, so it says we have. What? Go back up. This computer. Sorry, guys. My computer's acting up. Okay, here we go. The Tigers will start Michael Waka, who has a 3-4 record with a 3.21 ERA, and the Tigers have opted for Tarek Skubal, 5-2 record with a 2.49 ERA. Okay. The Royals are in fourth place in AL Central. If Waka wanted to have a chance to get us, I'm not excluding the Tigers will win this game because the Tigers, according to this article, says we have a 62% chance of winning this game. I'm not arguing with that. I'm not. That's true. With this record, the way Terry Scuba has been playing with the changeups at 100 miles per hour, he threw a 103 mile per hour changeup against the Guardians last game of the Guardians back on that last Sunday. Okay. If Wonkas want to have a chance to win this game, he's got to pitch the way he's been pitching. Well, he's been struggling, but he's got to pitch in a different manner. If the Tigers are going to have a chance to win this game, we have to have Turret Scuba strike every single batter out. Okay, we need him to have his best game, which I would not be disappointed if we lose the game. I will be, but Casey Mize did a good job yesterday. We have Turret Scuba today. We have Montero tomorrow. So why am I saying this? Because Tarek Skubal has been an excellent pitcher this year. No doubt he can be the Cy Young Award winner this year. No doubt about that. The way he's playing. He, but Waka has to do a better job of controlling the offense. Oh, defense. Excuse me. Just about to sneeze here. But then, if I look down here, it says the Tigers are 1.5 favorites. Wait, nope, take that back. The Tigers have a 62% chance of winning this game, while the Royals have a 38% chance. That was updated as of this morning, about 20 minutes ago at 11:28 a.m. The over/under is we have a 106, and the Royals have a minus 114, and the run line is why doesn't it say what the over like the okay, so they have a 7.5 run over, so that under. So that means the Tigers are favored to win by 7.5 points. So, okay, so that there we go again. So the Tigers are favored to win this game. Would not be surprised if we sweep the series, okay? And then head back to Comerica Park. Oh, wait, no, we won't. No, we won't. We will head to Chicago. Take it back. Let me see the Tigers' schedule real quick. Yeah, we head to Chicago after the series is over on Monday at 7:40 p.m. when we have the first pitch against the White Sox. Okay, that'll be at Guarantee Rate Field or Rate Field, I should say. And the Tigers can go a whole week with winning because the White Sox are in fifth place. The White Sox are trash. They're not winning a championship anytime soon. But the way we're playing is we're a legitimate threat. The teams that we're playing in the month of June really are teams that we can beat. If you look at the schedule, I'm looking at the schedule. I don't know if you guys have looked at the schedule yet. Most of you probably have. We play the White Sox. Then we come home and play the Cubs. Then we come home and play the Orioles. Oh no, we had the Orioles. We had the Baltimore at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. That'll be the week of the 10th, which is a Tuesday. And then he'll go back on and play the Reds. Orioles not been good. They literally fired the manager this last month because the Orioles have been struggling. I mean, the Cubs are gonna be a good series because of course they're first place in their division, and they're a legitimate team coming out of their division as well. I mean, the way that Dansby Swanson and Seiya Suzuki and all them team are playing, just wonderful pitching for all three, or batting all of them. Offense has been significantly good for the Cubs. Okay, then we play the Reds. Oh, we go to the Orioles and we play the Reds. Then we played the Pirates, who have been a terrible team this year. I mean, terrible. They fired their manager, I believe, as well. Or was it the Colorado? I can't remember which one. Then we play the Rays, okay? In Tampa. Yeah. Then we play the Athletics at home. They have been a pretty good team. They're averaging around 500, the 500 mark. So I don't know if that could be a good series. But then we hit the Nationals. Oh, no, I take that back. Last week of June, we go to Minnesota to play the Twins. I believe the Twins' record right now, they're in second place, if I'm not mistaken, as I said earlier. So that team could be a legitimate threat when we play them, because they can maybe make that first round spot. So they are both the Guardians. I'm gonna just say this before I keep going. The Guardians and the Twins and the Royals have a legitimate threat of making the playoffs this year. The White Sox don't. If this were the playoffs today, the Tigers would be playing. Let's see here. The Tigers would be playing the Astros or the Yankees. And for the National League, the Phillies will be playing the Cubs or the Dodgers. Simple as that. Okay, so the Twins are in second place. Okay, we head to them for that series. Then we go to Cleveland the week of Independence Weekend, the weekend, 4th of July weekend. All of them are night games. Then we go back home to play the Rays again. So the month of July is going to be a really tight month. The end of June, start of July is going to be a really tight month for us. Because we play the Guardians, we play the Rays, we play the Mariners, we play the Rangers, who have been really good. If I'm not mistaken, the Rangers are... No, the Rangers are in third place. Take that back. They have not been good. They have been inconsistent. Bottom line is, the teams are playing in the month of June and July and August, from what it looks like. We can easily beat half of those teams, but some of those teams we cannot beat. Like, for example, we definitely will not beat. Let me see what the Mariners' record is. I mean, we could go half to half to the Mariners because they're in second place in their division. Um, we play the Diamondbacks. That's a good series. And we play the Phillies in August. And the Twins. And the Angels. And then play the White Sox again. My question is, why did we play the White Sox? I mean, the Chicago. I'm not Chicago. Why did we play the Athletics twice? They're not in our division. I mean, they are in our division, but they're in the AL division, but they're not in our Pacific division. I thought you played divisional teams. Oh, you played divisional team twice. That's why. Well, no, we don't. Do we play the Cubs? Yeah, we do play them twice. Okay. Okay. So back to what I was saying. So I wrap up here. The Tigers are a legitimate team coming out of the division. Legitimate team. There's no buts, ifs, or ands about it. If it was the World Series today, excuse me, excuse me. If my prediction were if the World Series had been today, the Tigers would be playing the Dodgers. I don't know if you can really ask for anything better than that. We lost to the Dodgers the first three games. If we play the Dodgers this year, which there is a possibility we will, but there's a slight. I'm not saying it's a high chance. No, we still a long way to go. We're still like not halfway through the season. The All Star game will be halfway through the season. But if it were the World Series today, we will be playing the Dodgers more than likely. The way the Dodgers have been playing again with Shohei Ohtani, I mean, the way they played yesterday against the Yankees are not making the postseason. I mean, they can, but they probably won't get far in the postseason. That season probably ended them in, like the wild card season. I believe the Yankees are in our division, and they are. Let's see what the Yankees are. The Yankees are in. Well, they're in first place in AL Central and AL East. Okay, well that's weird because I thought they were in second. Okay, anyways, but we beat them 3 times in the start of the season. I believe it was in September we beat them. Not September. Excuse me, I can't think. In March, last time we played them. I'm gonna play them again the week of my birthday. The week of my birthday is September 9th through my birthday is September 10th. They're in New York that day playing the Yankees, of course. So what am I saying here as I close down? Okay, like I said before, we're a legitimate team coming out of the East. If we keep playing with our offense and our defense steps up a little, we can easily make it to the divisional game. But the problem is we cannot. We have to be more prepared. We were not prepared last year. I mean, we were kind of prepared, but the way the Cleveland Guardians played their hearts out, we were not prepared for that. We were not ready for that. Um, but we need to have our defense step up a little bit. And a lot of people are saying Jake Ryder shouldn't be in the lineup, and they should have Dylan Dingler more often. They should have Kerry Carpenter at the top of the lineup. They should have what is it? They should have Winslow Perez out the lineup. They should bring Matt. They should not have Matt Verlander. I have a lot of suggestions about all that. Winslow Perez and Matt Verlander should be in the lineup, but they kind of need to start acting a little bit more um, at the bottom lineup. I think they need to um, work on their hitting better. Their defense is good. Their defense is good, but they're hitting better. Hitting the hit a little bit better. Jake Ryder swings and pitches on every miss, every pitch. He's got to work on his swinging, because the way he's pitching, but he's batting, he doesn't need to be in the start of the lineup. Really doesn't. So, um, we just need him to swing better. Dylan Dingler is a really good when Jay Ryder was out of the lineup when he was injured. Dylan Dingler stepped up and really did a really good job when Jake Ryder was up. Can Jake Ryder be a starting catcher? Yeah, but can he be a designated hitter? That could be a possibility. But can Dylan Dingler can start? Yeah, Dylan Dingler can start. Yeah, he can start. But Jake Ryder has to do a better job. He can catch good. Jake Ryder can catch, but his swing, his offense is not good. His defense is good. Dylan Dingler's offense has been good. His defense has been good. So you can have it both ways. So you gotta give him a little bit more, Dylan Dingler a little bit more credit on how he's been doing the last couple weeks, about come on for 2 months now. But the pitching, starting pitching has been good. The backup pitching of the reserve pitching has a little bit more issues. So, if you can draft somebody in the post like the trade deadline, if we can somebody to trade at the deadline, like another quality pitcher for the reserve, not the starting pitching lineup is fine. We do not need any more starting pitchers. We need better and more closing pitchers, and also better reserve pitchers. So if we can get a reserve pitcher during the trade deadline, that would be great. Offense is good. Offense is good. We have good offense. When our players come back from injury, we will be fine. We just gotta fit them in and try to keep the flow going. But we need better pitchers, for the closing pitchers and the reserve pitchers, all that kind of stuff. Okay, the way the month of April and March were starting out before have been a little bit rocky, but since then we've been getting better. But the pitching has started to get a little bit rocky for the reserve pitching, so we need better pitchers for that point of view, and we'll be fine. So, but again, if you guys have any more questions, you can DM me on social media or text me or shoot me a text on like I said, social media text wise, you know where I'm at. Um, if you are not following my channel, hit the like button and subscribe. I do weather videos. My main job is weather, but I do a little bit of sports sometimes, most of the time, because I like baseball, I like football, I like basketball. So if you guys have any other topics you want me to cover in terms of sports, please do so. And um, yeah, that's all for today. But again, this is Zachary Veal Studio talking about the Tigers hot streak. Let's keep it going, Tigers. Let's keep it going. We'll see you on the other side, guys. Take care and God bless.